Hey y'all, as promised, I am back with a Plan With Me video and I'm going to show you guys my monthly spread for February. And I am doing this extra video because my video for Monday got kind of messed up and so I wasn't able to share with the process with you. And so I am sharing the process of my monthly spread, which I have not done yet, and I have to say that I really enjoyed doing a monthly spread this time. So I am simply cutting up some pattern paper that I have in my stash to about 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. It's a little less than that actually. And that's going to fit perfectly inside of the boxes. Now, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 would actually, I think, like go outside of the box if you cut it to that and you want the black to not show, but I wanted it to fit inside of the box. And so I'm not going to cover every single one, but I'm doing this because I don't have stickers that fit in these boxes, but I also think that it's fun to kind of use your pattern paper, and it's a lot cheaper than buying stickers and using those. So I'm kind of going day by day and filling in as I go because I have things written in pencil on each of those days, and what I keep track of during the month are bills because I don't do that during the week, and I also keep track of like major important things that don't really that if I would just want to see at a glance what's going on, um, I will keep that in the monthly spread, and so that is what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping track of mostly bills, mostly anything major like a birthday, which I will keep track during the week as well. And then I'm trying to think of what else maybe. I think that's it. And I mostly did decor and things like that, and I'll point that out. But to my left, I have a stack of stickers that came out of one of the Mombi sticker books. And I am going to use some of the full box stickers. I'm just going to cut them down because they will overlap vertically into the next box. But I do cut them down, and they also don't, the width does not cover the whole box, but that really doesn't bother me. And you guys know that I am fine with white space showing. So some of the bill stickers are from the Mom sticker book, and that's what I am using to note. I don't use it for every single one, but that's what I'm using to note that I have a bill due. For this one, I am actually using a stamp set by Kelly Perky, and it has like different elements like mortgage and trash day and electricity and that kind of thing. And one of the stamps says payment due, and underneath it, I think I put water, and then I'm actually stamping a little bitty shower head. And so I just simply put that on a label that's been cut with my silhouette. And I'll link my labels down below like I do in my other videos. And I just adhered it with some Tombow tape. Now, when I shared my spread for this week on Monday, I think it was Monday. I think it was Monday night. I showed you that my page is kind of warped because I used glue instead of my tape runner, and I 1000% prefer my tape runner. Now, it may not last as long as glue, and the corners may come up a lot easier than glue, but there was no mess and no warping. And so I will not be using glue unless I like have something really small. I probably will not use glue again for like to fill in the boxes. Now I do use glue a couple times on some smaller elements like hearts and stuff, and I'll point that out as I go. I'm using that payment due stamp again on another label, and I'm going to just note that there's a couple payments for that day. I'm not sure what's due that day. Maybe electricity. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so I am trying to look through my little um, labels that I created on PicMonkey, and I found a little blank label, and so I'm just going to note that electricity is due, and then I'm also going to write underneath there another bill that we have. Okay, so here is an example of me showing you how I'm using one of those full box stickers, but I'm just going to cut off the excess. And there is some shown on there is like some white space on the right of that sticker, but like I said, that doesn't bother me. I'm actually going to offset that other little label sticker so that it kind of fills in that gap. And I think I put church is due or church money, and then I'm going to I think I didn't like that there was so much blank space underneath on that label. Like it was almost like I left it there to write something else. And so I decided to put a little, I think I maybe put like don't forget or remember. And then I'm going to add a couple little hearts that I punched with one of my Martha Stewart punches. And I just used some scrap paper that I have sitting down below me in a little stash. So on these sticker pages that I have torn out of the book, this is the book that I think has 1,050 stickers, and I've mentioned it before, but every 2 pages the colors coordinate, and so but also on these pages there's a lot of similar stickers like don't forget, remember, and they're all the same with or they're all the same size, and so not all the same size, but they're all very similar, and so I do choose quite a bit of those to add decoration. Now for this box, I found this little Valentine's cut apart 6x6 paper, and I just decided to cut a little square out of there and simply adhere it right to that box since it is Valentine's Day. I also, if you didn't see me, I added 2 stickers that say TPR. That just means that I have a review that day for one of my clients. And so I just note that I have those going on Mondays. And then okay, so one thing I want to mention, because I don't know if any of you have thought about this as I've been working on this process, but I'm covering up the numbers, and I don't know if that would bug any of you. It really didn't bug me, but I do go back and fix that here in a little bit, and you guys will see how I do that. So I guess I didn't like that sticker. I think I had put it on kind of lopsided, and I thought that it looked cute at first, and then just everything is straight and linear, so I didn't want one little sticker to be lopsided on that particular box. So here I just added a simple label sticker from the same little sticker book that I was talking about, and I am going to add my little payment due stamp, and I also stamped it twice there at the bottom. I think, like I've said before, one of the hardest parts about planning is finding the right sticker. And so if you have several sticker books, it does take a little while. I only have 3 right now, but if I think I'm going to be using quite a few stickers from one particular sheet, I'll just pull it out. I think it does make it a little bit easier. But you'll see here that I'm really down to hardly any full box stickers. And so I probably will get some soon, but I want to try to use as many as I possibly can here. So that little heart that I just stamped is from that Recollections stamp set that I've used in the past from Michaels, and it has like little checklists and things on it. And I just I just put 2 hearts there so that I can note 2 bills that I have to pay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I was doing with the other ones and cut off the excess of that full box sticker. So there is my brother-in-law's birthday is on Saturday, which is tomorrow, and I just wanted to note that his birthday was Saturday and that we will be celebrating that, and so I decided to put that in my monthly view. And then here there is a President's Day sticker, which I don't know if I should be shocked about that, but I was kind of excited that there was, and so I am putting that I do not have work this day, and I'm just using my little Tombow, I think it's a Tombow brush pen to write work, and then no, I just like underlined. I put that as if I would forget, but I've heard that some people like forget that there's no work and they show up. That never happens with me. That would never happen with me. I always remember if there's like and especially because at work I think we talk about it, like we'll say, okay, see you Tuesday or whatever. So but no, I don't forget because that's like a day I can be scrapbooking, so that kind of thing doesn't pass my mind. Okay, so let's see. I am cutting up some more pattern paper. I guess I felt like I needed some more to choose from. I think I was running low on the other one, so I just found some little scraps out of my bin, and I'm simply going to cut those down to like I said, a little less than 1 3/4, and I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and look at the dimensions, and I'm horrible with reading like rulers, so I'm not even sure I could tell you. I'd have to probably ask my husband what the exact measurement was. So I'm just adding a couple little pieces of pattern paper, and these are from various collections, some from Crate Paper, some are Studio Calico. I think the one with the gold crosses are like from the My Mind's Eye On Trend collection. Now I'm just looking through my stickers. I think at this point I'm trying to figure out what do I want to add like as decor, and then I am going to show you how I cover or how I fix the numbers, or at least add numbers to my spread so you can see what day you're actually on. Although you could simply just count because not all of the numbers are covered, but you guys get the point. So I think I'm adding a little bit of decor here. I felt like that little box was a little simple, and so I just decided to add a couple things. And then here I just added a fun little label with the heart, and it actually came from like a little baby, Simple Stories baby collection, and I just wrote my brother-in-law's name. And then now I'm just adding a few little pops of green around the page. Looking through the stickers again, and I think I set those aside for now, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the numbers. So here I'm going to just add this quick die cut, and what I've done is I've taken a couple of pieces of like scrap pink paper that I have in my stash and white paper, and I'm just going to cut up well, I've stuck them through my typewriter, and I've just typed out a bunch of numbers with like space in between them, and I am just taking my little heart punch and I'm simply lining it up to where the number is in the middle. So you do that by turning over your punch so that you can see what you're punching, and I'm just adding the heart as numbers. So that's and I did that because I love hearts, but also because it's February, so I think that makes sense. But it's pretty simple to do that, and if you have I think this little heart punch was probably like $1 or $2, and I'm pretty sure I got it from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and so it's a good way to add embellishment, but it's also a good way to like do something different with your numbers. So for the areas that are like too busy, or for the areas at the left, let me start all over. For the boxes where the left-hand corner is a little crowded, I actually am adding the heart just where it can fit. So I don't really care too much about where I'm putting the heart. I'm just putting it to where I can know that belongs to that box. So I'm just going to finish up doing that, and then I am going to finish up with some of the decor, and then that's pretty much going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and let me know if you want to see more monthly spreads, and I'll make sure that I get those up. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend.